He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the...
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the... And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't they? Yeah. I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field and see if they can...
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Walker. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Ken Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just... And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing, Cousins. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller, because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Now, Charles, we take a peek there at their recent draft class, and it's definitely a year where they had a chance to greatly improve this team.
And you've got to take advantage when you have this type of an opportunity. 2 first-round picks, you better scout them well and hit on those selections.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 9 yards. there, and it keeps the drive alive. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Back to Walker on first down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Joseph. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Kyle Duggar. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Here's 3rd and goal now, back at the 11. Off the play fake. Joseph. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. That time a 9-play drive, and it was all capped off by a touchdown run from the rookie Kenneth Walker. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And Walker once more. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Off play action. Joseph. And that'll be caught by the big tight end Andrews. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. Cousins on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
A run with a second-year man. That's Ramondre Stevenson. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Williams. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Far the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Joseph. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. And this is caught. It's Brown. Shoves him aside. Down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Ken Walker on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first-half lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 28-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields this, wait. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Running left is Walker. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 52 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Joseph. to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Surprised at all that they went with a fullback there?
Not at all, because it harkened back to the days where we watched these games almost in black and white, right? The stocky guy, the strong guy, the powerful guy with leg drive. Give him the football, and even if the blocking isn't perfect, he has the ability to scatter bodies and move people enough to pick up first downs.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. 5 plays there on that drive, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Cousins throw there, complete to Myers. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Working with 2nd and 5 now. To throw, Cousins. It's Myers again with another catch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Play fake. Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Let's go.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Joseph. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Throwing on first down. Joseph. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
He's got room at the 30, and he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
2nd and 1 from the 2. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he is into the end zone for... Touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it is 42-0. consumes 9 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Throwing the out route, he's got Parker. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins, and caught by Henry. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. Cousins. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Trying the left side with Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Joseph. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. New England's off. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Straight ahead, Walker. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Their mobile quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. First down, here's Cousins. And right side, Henry's got it. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. To the air again, it's Cousins. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
Now this throw caught left side. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Cousins. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Again, it's Cousins. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Aguilar. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Folk connects on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. From the 6. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Walker to start the drive. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 78 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Powering forward. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Walker with another carry. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his left. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to...
Every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing. One more time, they don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Patriots ready to get the football back. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing, Cousins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. One last shot now for Cousins. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense.